Hey guys, welcome back to ProtoForge 3D. Today we have a special little project. Walked up to my little blue pickup truck and found that the lever for the tilting mechanism for the seat is broken. We're gonna maybe redesign and see if we can make it a little better, maybe a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Now I took the one off of the passenger side as well, so I can show you what it looks like. Here it is. And we're gonna go ahead and make it in the Bambu Labs 3D printer that I have, because I have one and why not? So today we're gonna focus on creating an interior car part. Let's throw it into Fusion 360 and go from there. Now that I've created this key piece, we're going to go ahead and print this part out just alone before we make the rest of the handle, just to make sure that it fits. As you can see here, we're going to be printing it in red material, specifically PLA, since it's inexpensive. And print time, total time is going to be 17 minutes and 19 seconds. So let's throw it on there and get going. Now that the part looks like it finished, let's go out to the truck and test the part out and make sure that it fits. Seems like it's very snug. I may have to resize it just a little bit just to make sure it goes on there smoothly. Now that we know that the part fits pretty well, extremely snug actually, I had to kind of pry it off. We're going to finish modeling the rest of the part in Fusion 360 and go on from there. For this build, we're going to be using ASA. The color is going to be black. ASA is a form of ABS plastic, which is what a lot of interior car parts are made out of. But I specifically like to use ASA material from Inland. It's cheap, cost effective, and I've had nothing but good results with this material. Well, it looks like the part finally printed out properly. And here it is, my own design. That's in there nice and snug. Just gotta clean it up a little bit. Maybe paint it. It'll make it look a lot better. Fully adjustable. No wobble. It's pretty solid. Now let's check out the other side. This is what the original part looks like on the passenger side. Thought about making it just like this, but I didn't like that shape, so that's why I went through the redesign, make it my own. It's flexing if I'm pulling in this direction. It's not breaking, but even though it's old. There's actually a lot less flex on this side. Well, we're back in the office, and I removed the passenger side lever. As you can see how it's hollowed out, but it still has structure. So no matter how hard, it's just not gonna break. The 3D printed part that I made using ASA material, it's a form of ABS, but just as strong, except it doesn't warp as easily as ABS does when it comes to printing it in an enclosed 3D printer like the Bambu Labs. So here we are. It's 100% infill. Now, even though we used 100% infill to make this part, it still only cost under $1 to produce. So there you go. Pressure downward, outward. This thing is solid. Here was the original driver's side one that was fully broken. Just over time, you know, a lot of sunlight, you know, it kind of makes plastic brittle over a long period of time, all the heat cycles. And this isn't even a part that gets used all that much. It's the tilt lever for the driver's side. And how many times do you have to get in there and adjust the tilt feature? Once you have it set and done, no one ever touches it. It's just, over time, they just become brittle and break. Now, in terms of durability, how long is the 3D printed one gonna last? Honestly, without going through the test of time, it probably will last just as long. Now, it'd probably be a little different if you 3D print this part with 50% infill, where the part is partially hollow to save on material. You know, over repeated use, potentially it might crack or break, but that's why I personally went with 100% infill, because I know that it's gonna be installed on the truck and it isn't gonna go anywhere. This part will outlast the truck that I have. It's my little work truck. It's got nearly 300,000 miles, so I'm pretty happy with it. The part is now complete, but even though it works, it's sturdy. Aesthetically, I could have probably done a little better, to be honest. I mean, I got that little Chevy logo on the front. Well, on the top, I should say. But I think I want to try and redesign this. Even though it works, I'm not that happy with it yet. So let's go back on Fusion, see if we can't make it a little better. So the part's finally done, and honestly, it definitely looks a lot better, aesthetically pleasing to the eye, at least for me. But because of the orientation, you know, the way I had to print this part, I had to create a lot of supports on the bottom side. So that's why it looks a little rough on the bottom end. This is the part that's gonna go towards the seat, so it won't be seen, you know. So I could sand that part off just to make it look a lot better. But to be honest, it feels good. And I don't think I'm gonna worry too much about the back side. As for the front, it turned out pretty good. Light sanding will come a long way. And I am gonna paint these up so that the Chevy logo pops out a little more. I was thinking about doing white lettering for the Chevy and maybe doing either white or red for the Chevy ribbon logo. Well, let's paint it up real quick. We're gonna be weathering up the Chevy logo a little bit, just because I don't want it to be too clean. I want it to look a little bit more beat up, a little bit more old, just kind of match the rest of the beat up truck that I have. So we're just gonna torch the letters a little bit. Now we're going to cover up the letters and we're going to paint the rest of the part black. Now let's go quickly outside and install them, see what they look like. It works. Once again, this is Isaias with Protoforge 3D. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you on the next one.